So in the last section, you were solving systems of linear equations by graphing each line and finding out where they intersected. Now, that works, but there's some other methods you can use to solve these and find out the point of intersection. This next method we're going to learn is called the substitution method. The substitution method is, like it says, it's a method used to solve systems of equations by solving an equation for one variable and substituting the resulting expression into the other equation. Now, you've been doing this a lot before, but maybe you didn't know you did it. If you had something like x plus 10 and I told you x is equal to 5, well, you're going to substitute 5 for x and get 15. So just substituting means replacing x with what x equals. Likewise, if I had, y plus 5, right? And I told you y is equal to 5. Well, instead of y plus 5, I'm going to substitute the value y equals for y, and then I'm able to solve. So there's two quick examples, and then steps to solving by substitution. So you solve one of the equations for one of its variables. Step 1. Step 2. Substitute the expression from step 1 into the other equation and solve for the other variable. Step 3, once you've solved using substitution and found a value for x or y, you're going to substitute that value from step 2 into either the original equation and solve and find the value of the other variable. So let's do some examples now. So if I have x minus 3y equals 10 and x plus 5y is equal to negative 22, the first thing I can do is I can solve for x in the first problem. And one easy way to do that, add 3y to both sides. That'll make x equal to 3y plus 10. So now that I have a value for x, step 2, substitute it. I use this equation. I'm going to use this other equation. X plus 5y is equal to a negative 22. Now I'm going to substitute for x what x equals. Instead of x, I'm going to put what x equals. 3y plus 10 plus 5y equals negative 22. These are like terms. 5y and 3y, you get 8y plus 10 equals negative 22. Subtract 10 from both sides. 8y equals negative 32, which makes y equal to a negative 4. Now that I know what y equals, what value y equals, I can figure out what x is equal to. And if you recall, x is equal to 3y plus 10, right? That's this thing right here. Plug in the value for y. You know that y now is equal to a negative 4. So 3 times a negative 4 plus 10, what is that? This is negative 12 plus 10. This is what x equals. Negative 12 plus 10 is negative 2. So x equals negative 2. So if x is equal to negative 2 and y is equal to negative 4, then the solution to this system of equations, of linear equations, is the point negative 2, negative 4. So let's do this other example. If I have x plus 7y is equal to negative 11, I can solve for x by simply subtracting 7y from both sides. When I do that, I'm going to get x is equal to negative 11 minus 7y. Now that I know what x is equal to, and I've manipulated this first equation, let me plug it in or substitute into the second equation. Negative 2x. Let me use a different color. Negative 2x minus 5y is equal to 4. I know how much x is equal to. It's equal to this. Negative 11 minus 7y. Negative 11 minus 7y. All that minus 5y is equal to 4. From here, I have to distribute the multiplication. Negative 2 times negative 11, positive 22. Negative 2 times negative 7, positive 14. All that, not plus, it should be minus 5y. Still equal to 4. Well, 14 minus 5 is 9y. So I'm going to take this work over here. It's going to be, well, let's say we have 9y plus 22 equal to 4. So then I'm going to subtract 22 from both sides. You're going to get 9y is equal to 4 minus 22, which is a negative 18. Divide both sides by 9. You get y is equal to a negative 2. Now that I know what y is equal to, I can plug it in to this equation. X is equal to negative 11 minus 7y. X is equal to negative, let me see if I can partition this to help you. Negative 11 minus 7 times what does y equal? Negative 2. So x is equal to negative 11, and then minus 7 times minus 2 is plus 14. So this is minus 11 plus 14, which makes this x equal to 3. So if x is equal to 3 and y is equal to negative 2, that's the point 3, negative 2. That's the point at which these two lines intersect. It is also the solution to the system of linear equations.